good.
Yeah.
Let's just pop it off. Welcome back to the program.
Yeah, welcome back to the program. It's good to have you back.
It's good to be
Give
here.
Give us a sub if you can.
We
forgot to do the give us a sub things. Oh,
sub up.
I threatened
sub up.
I threatened to shave your pubic hair if we got over 1,000. We didn't get over 100, so I didn't even get to shave your head. But
yeah,
that's something that would I would shave my pubic hair live on Instagram if we got 1,000. I would, I'd figure it out. And
for sure, it's not even a question. I would do it with you. It would be a joint, like together as friends, and we'd be like, yo, this is what this was all about. This was all a ruse just to bring us together,
to give us an excuse to, remove our pubes together, which is.
To shave our pubes together.
Exactly.
No, you don't have to worry about that. I'm good down there. I don't get that. You talked about this in the past. You just kind of let it. I can't.
Well, how much do you do? How much do you leave, and how much do you shave the whole thing? Like you get down there, you got.
I do a proper amount.
You sponsored by Manscaped?
Yeah, this podcast is actually brought to you by Manscaped. This is a buy 3 get 5 free deal when you go steal a crate off a pallet. But no, I do a tasteful amount. The bottom line is I don't believe in the full bush nowadays. I don't know what dude is getting. I mean, if you're getting away with it, I can't really argue. But
yeah, here's what I do. Let's open talking about
2020.
Okay. So for the longest time, I didn't care. I didn't care. I was like, I'm just gonna let it go. I also don't care if I'm hooking up with someone and they have a full bush, I couldn't care.
Yeah, that's not the same question.
And you don't think so? Because someone put it to me as a matter of respect thing. They were like, they tried to be like, well, wouldn't you don't you want to clean it up down there for the person that's going to be down there? And I'm like, I don't. It's
kind of how I feel.
It's fucking nasty, dude. You're getting nasty with another person, so it's like, why? Why is it like, oh, gross, you have pubic hair? Like, I don't know, but I did.
I don't think anyone thinks it's gross. It's more so, you don't want to be going into the jungle. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be fucking around with that.
Here's the thing.
Nobody wants
Here's
that.
the thing.
It's not the 80s.
I assume.
Look, there's another one. Look at that.
What?
Did you hear that? That's a fucking firework, dude. That was another big ass firework.
That's what I'm telling you, dude.
Did you hear that shit?
Are you trying to
We need to talk about fireworks right now.
Away?
We need to talk about fireworks right now.
We need to
move away from this
stuff, but okay.
I know you did, but there are more pressing matters. We just got a fucking homies lighting off a firework outside. I don't know. We just talked about this.
Fireworks.
I feel like within the month.
You're happy about this.
I do like fireworks. I do enjoy fireworks. When you don't know if it's, someone, if you don't know if it's like a phantom, fountain or civil unrest, it's not as enjoyable. But right now, this dude's been lighting them off, and I like fireworks. I think once you hit the month of June, once you hit like June 4th, once you get around July 4th, within 30-day vicinity, it's all bets are off.
I can't tell. So are you upset that there's fireworks going on, or are you frustrated?
No, I'm not upset, but I just wish we've got a little memo. If dude wants to, you want to light up fireworks, give us a little heads up so we don't think that people are killing each other. Just hit us up. Leave a little note. Say, hey, dude, I went to Phantom. I loaded up. I'm a black cat. In my
what's he gonna go around like a
fireworks? So I can't even throw out these fucking names and shit. Like, people know what these names are. I don't. You explain. You don't like them.
I don't. Okay. First of all, everyone on Citizen app, it says shots fired. So a cop's coming out here every day for a call for what is fireworks. But
dude, when I get the Citizen app, I will tell you because it's coming.
Yeah, for sure. Mine. It's just okay to me. Okay, over here. First of all, I'm going bad on fireworks, dude. I hate fireworks. Yeah. All right. I think they're for children and simpletons. All right. If you're still amused by fireworks, it's the same thing. If you're still amused by fireworks, you either or just explosions in general. You didn't grow up, or you were like trauma. You have like severe trauma, and you're just like trying to revert.
I back that.
I went by. Okay, this was the thing, and because in my head, in Mid City, you get fireworks all the time. year-round fireworks
Yeah.
constantly.
Yeah.
And I was jogging the other day, and I saw one of the culprits. And I saw him, and I was like, okay. Because I saw him picking up the shrapnel. And I'm like, well, and he was picking up the shrapnel. But I saw him picking it up, and I looked at him. I'm like, yes, it is a guy that looks just motherfucking like you. Yeah, dude, I knew. But it's like,
dude.
Okay, what? I just think it's stupid. If you've seen it, you've seen it. It's over. You've seen the fireworks. It's the same motherfucking experience.
It's not that, dude. It's not that.
Okay.
That's not why people enjoy lighting off fireworks.
Well, why?
They enjoy lighting off fireworks because they want to watch things burn. They're broken on the inside. They want to watch things explode, and they want to feel responsible for it and get the thrill of being the agent that caused something to explode. It's not because no one's looking like, oh, look, that one's super red. All that, because there's like 2 fireworks.
Yeah.
The fireworks industry has never evolved over the entire course of human history. It's the same fucking 3 ones that they just play to like Pink Floyd every year in like your fucking
You got
town.
the blue one and then the streamers.
The fireworks are like the Jerry Seinfeld of, explodable entertainment. It's just the same fucking thing over and over and over again. But dude, the thing is, you don't know. There's just something about being at a cookout with all your uncles, and they're all drunk, and they're talking about the Union, and you have an M80 and a slingshot. You pull it back, light it with a cigarette, and launch it, and it explodes in the air.
Okay.
You're not gonna recreate that feeling. Dude. You're just
all
not.
right. I feel you, and I like fucking shit up. Don't get me wrong. I
will agree with you if the people who are lighting off fireworks and looking at the sky like, oh wow, dude, look at that that's like the waterfall. Like those people are lining up to go see Foreigner at the 4th of July carnival. Okay, like I get that, but what I'm saying is, we all like destruction. Okay.
Yeah, but it's such a controlled.
It's the same reason people shoot guns.
It's not real destruction. I see where.
The fuck it is, man. We've lit off, dude. I remember my cousin Cliffy. He got real drunk 4th of July. He lit off a homemade firework, big ass thing, because they were rich. They were rich. We're the rich side of the family, so they got money for like real Japanese fireworks. Motherfucker went out. He was drunk. We were all drunk. We were just having fun. And he goes out there and he lights off this mortar, and guess what? It blows up 3 feet off the ground in his fucking face. He gets, like little burns here and there, but he's good. We're out lighting him off the next year.
Okay. All right. I guess okay. The thing that you're selling me on is the threat of danger. It has nothing to do with fireworks in themselves.
Yeah, exactly. The fireworks are just the medium. It's like visual. At least you get a visual payoff. It's not like doing heroin. It's like, oh, I'm running the risk. Like, and then you just firework. You can,
Yeah, all right. Well, I guess I wish
going. It's not really hurting anyone unless you accidentally kill yourself or blow your hand off. That happens. You'd be like that fucking guy on the Seahawks or whoever it was who blew his hand
Jason
off.
Paul Pierce or Pierre Paul. Yeah.
You don't want to be that guy buying bootleg ass fireworks, but come on, man, there's some fun in there.
Okay, I just wish there was a way that they could threaten their like appendages and digits in a way that was quieter. You know what I mean? I wish they would do that. I wish they would be in their garage and do that knife stabbing thing, some shit like that. Just like something I can't hear.
Like in the Old West?
Yeah, dude.
5-finger fillet or whatever
That's
it's
what I'm
called.
saying, dude. Just like get it.
Yeah, but do people lighting off fireworks don't have that kind of hand-eye coordination?
Okay.
They can barely light the fuse and get out of the way in time to not kill themselves.
I'm not upset if
they're not going to be doing the 5-finger fillet. No fucking way, dude.
I'm not upset. If that's the case. If it's these guys like getting off on the thrill of possibly losing their fingers. I'm like, all right, you guys, you know what? We all got a vice, dude. I'm fine with it.
Well, dude,
but if you're looking up at the sky when a fireworks goes off because you think it's like because that excites you, you fell off a truck at Burger King.
No, dude. I still enjoy a fireworks show. Like if you're just hanging out, like am I gonna go through here's the thing, how many loops are you gonna go through to go watch a fireworks show? Me personally, not that many. The good thing about, 4th of July in America is, wherever you're at typically, you kind of just be around. And 4th of July, you just see what's going on. That's fine. You ain't going to catch me, going to go see Trans-Siberian Orchestra play to like a fucking choreographed, laser firework. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to be that guy.
You're not going to that?
I am. No, but I am going to be the guy who cashes their check at Walmart, gets $100, drives across state line, gets the fireworks at Phantom, buys all these crazy. You go buy fireworks, it's crazy. It's because they do all these insane deals because they know that nobody's coming back like any day after 4th of July. So it's like, wait, buy 1 pack, get 3 free of this brand. You're like, wait, you get to the register, you don't even know what's going on. You just have literally 5 bags of destruction and like waste. But it all pays off, man, because
Yeah.
you just get to blow shit up, man. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I do. I like it. I mean, yeah. Ultimately, I'm gonna be real. I like the threat of danger, but the medium of fireworks, I think, is kind of bitch ass, dude. I think it's kind of a bitch ass thing to do. It's also like
that's interesting because where I grew up, I thought it was bitch ass to not be lighting off the fireworks. You'd be hanging out with your friends. There's always that one friend who's like, "Oh, I don't know, guys. I'm scared. I don't want to light the fuse." I'm like, just fucking light. Oh, we're all scared of blowing our hand off. That's the point. Like, you just do it.
Yeah. See, I was the kid. I was the kid that was like, I didn't want to be white trash. I was trying to make it out the mud, dude.
Yeah,
I was trying to come up.
That's all.
I was trying to eat snails at some point in my life. Yeah. Like I didn't want to lose my fingers, dude. So I wasn't.
I should have been like you.
Yeah. Well, we're pretty much in the same place in life, and I'm older than you, so hey, it all came out in the wash.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm fucking.
I'll tell you. Okay.
I'll fuck it over.
All right, so this happened one year in my hometown. They always have, like, big-ass lake. Take out a barge out on the lake, and they shoot off the fireworks. All right? But there was one year that the fireworks fell off the boat. Literally, I guess all of the fireworks fell off the boat, okay? And I remember I was there with, like, I was older, so I might have been in high school. But I was there with my family and, like, a bunch of... the whole fucking town is there, So it fell off the boat.
Yeah.
And then they had the situation where nobody knew how to communicate that the fireworks weren't coming. All right. So it's just all these people waiting. And then there's just kind of like rumors that it all fell in the boat. So I like destruction, dude. So I got more of a thrill watching all these disappointed people that I perceive to be dumb just be upset altogether. I was like, well, this was kind of fun for me.
Yeah, it's still a show.
It's still a show. Yeah.
That's the thing about fireworks is that it's kind of like inherently illegal. So like, there's never gonna be like a Facebook event for like a fireworks show. It's just gonna be a guy. It's gonna be like the white trash dude on your block. It is white trash. It is, and there's no shame in it. I still love it. We're just saying, I like McDonald's. Is McDonald's gonna help? Increase the span of my life? No.
Yeah,
but
it's a vice. It's a vice, dude.
You can always count on that guy on your block who works at Arby's to be he's got like fireworks. You're like, dude, why you working at Arby's? Like, I know you're, like, you out there, like, and then he still finds the time. You're like, dude, why you got $300 worth of fireworks? And he's like, it's 4th of July.
It's part of the Arby's pension. And you're Arby's pension plan, dude.
I get it, dude. I would get paychecks from the laser tag arena for like $300 for 2 weeks, and then I would go spend $120 of it at Phantom, trying to buy shit to I don't impress who. I don't know.
No,
really.
Dude, that's the purest form of a purchase. You weren't trying to flex on people. You just wanted to make a chemical reaction. Yeah.
Just wanted to watch some destruction.
What's the most like? Okay, I was gonna. All right, you pick the route we can go down. All right, what my one is like? What is the most? I don't like saying white trash. I'm trying to move off of it, but we've already said it, so I'm gonna keep saying it. Like what?
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, it's cool for us to say it, but it's just one of those things where I'm like, we'll get into this. This is like let's keep it light, dude. I ain't trying to get heavy. I ain't trying to get heavy right now.
Dude, people who are white trash call themselves white. You want to know if someone's white trash? They call someone else white trash. That's the 100% indicator, 100% of the
Well, that's us, right?
It's people looking for another... I know. That's what I'm saying. It's true. Like, it's 100% accurate.
I do. Like, I did. I call people that like fireworks white trash. Like, and I'm not even rolling that shit back. I'm staying by my statement.
Stay in that fucking lane.
I don't... And then I'm trying to think what else there is, or just like,
but you're asking what is the most the trashiest thing? Is that what you're asking?
I know what mine is. I think I know what the trashiest activity you can do. I've got mine. Or do you have something ready? Because I can give you mine.
I will think on it, but for me personally, it's hard to beat the time that you said something that has stuck with me ever since you said it. And we were having a similar conversation about what is the trashiest thing, and you were like, kids running around, shirt, no pants.
Oh.
And that really is like so many, like there's so many different things that have to happen to see a kid running around with a t-shirt and no pants. And it's hard to beat that in terms of trashiness.
Oh.
But I don't know, what's yours?
Well, okay, that triggered...
It's kind of a general question.
No, that triggered the most trashy thing. We'll leave race out of it. Trash is trashed. Yeah. And
trash is trash.
Yeah,
that's
it's like... Yeah, all right, so I saw at the public... dude, my guy working at a public park, I was a lifeguard at a public park, saw the trashiest of trash, right? This is the most trashy thing I ever saw. I saw a kid pull his pants down, piss into the lake. His mom grab him and say, no, 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 no. Pull him back into the lake, put his crotch under the water, and then say, now piss.
Oh, man. Dude, that's hard to beat.
You know what I mean?
That's hard to beat.
Yeah, dude.
That's hard to beat.
Yeah, dude. I've been in the mud of the mud. Just like no self-respect or human decency, man.
I saw a kid on a leash at a NASCAR race.
Oh, that wins.
Like that kid probably.
That wins.
Yeah, that kid's... I can't imagine a scenario where that guy's not a cop right now. You know? But no, I saw this little family walking around like Bristol Motor Speedway, so around the hellhole like public bathroom. Yeah. It was just like a fucking gross hillbilly chick and her shit husband who they were just wasted. Yeah. And then literally just dragged like kids like walking next to them, but on a dog's leash. And I was like, Jesus, man, like why even bring them? Leave them in the cage. You know?
Yeah, dude.
Come on.
Oh, okay. You know that I think. Okay, that wins, but this is more. This isn't like a incident. This is more regular, everyday.
Circumstantial.
Here it is.
Yeah.
It's going to a fucking parking lot and like revving your engines in a big ass truck that you have with other people with big ass trucks.
Oh my god.
That's like This is, I'm not even going to, like, sugarcoat anything. It's one of those things, and I want to just be like, it's a comforting thing. You're like, well, at least I am better. I am a higher grade of human being than...
You're better than revving a Toyota Tundra motor in a speedway park.
Yeah, which is a fucked up thing to say. But it's like, you know what, guys? I don't know what being a good human is, but
But I know it's not that.
It's not that, and I know that's the other direction. You know? I know that's the other direction, and I'm not doing it. So thanks for doing that just as a bar to set that I can duck the fuck under of human shittiness.
We gotta set our own bars.
We do.
We gotta set our own bars.
Well, you can go to Worcester, Indiana, and go to the JCPenney's parking lot and go set the bar right there and be like, I'm not doing so bad. I'm kind of a good guy, you know?
You know what, I'll go classist here. I'm gonna be classist for a second, so roll with me. You know what the trashiest thing is, for real? Is raising a big stink at a restaurant over your order getting fucked up. Like, really making a scene over, like, a fucked up order. Have you ever noticed
you're venturing into our own territory of how shitty this is our realm of shitty behavior. Go on, though.
No, I'm talking about like dine-in restaurant. Okay. Have you ever noticed that like the nicer the restaurant, like you're not gonna see that kind of a freak out that you're gonna see at, you know, a Carl's Jr.
Yeah,
you know, over it's like the craziest freak outs. Always, it doesn't matter what like part of life it is. It could be about a food order that's messed up. It could be about a parking space that was shared, maybe not shared. But the biggest blowouts are gonna come over the smallest things.
Yes, you're right.
Like magic.
You're right.
It's just it's like a magic formula, you know. And anytime I see someone like really starting shit, dude. One time I was at a La Rosa's Pizza, little pizza shop in Cincinnati. I watched this dude. He got these things called rondos, which, by the way, what you can't name food after things that aren't food. You know what I
What do
mean?
you mean?
Like, what the fuck is a like a rondo is a piece of dough. It's just dough scraps rolled up, put like garlic butter, pepperoni in it, just like little pizza dough bites. But like a rondo is not a food, you know? Like pizza dough bites are like one thing. Like a pizza is, I don't know. Either way.
What about a
I saw this
papadilla,
guy-
dude? You
That's
just
not
got
food.
checkmate, dude.
I mean,
a papadilla is cuisine.
it is cuisine. I guess it's that's a literal
That's culture, man.
interpretation. It is culture. I guess it is cuisine. It's the cuisine of the world. People. There's a history. There's a little book in China. A little 7-year-old boy in China is reading a little book. It's showing all the foods of the world, and it's like Argentina, they eat steak with chimichurri, and then it's like China, we're eating duck, like a Peking duck, and then it's America. It's like this is a Cool Ranch papadilla with buffalo chicken stuffed into a garlic crust.
That is so
and we're like, wow, that's weird.
And it's like, but next week it'll be something even like the next textbook that comes out. It'll be something even more disgusting that you wouldn't want to eat. It'll
be even worse. You'll look at there, and this is America, and it's just like it's like a Fritos burrito from Taco Bell, like the Fritos beef cheese burrito.
Those are fucking
not even a Doritos look.
They're
great. They're great.
I forget beefarita. Anyway, what your story? You're at La Rosa's.
Still, I'm watching this guy at La Rosa's. The bottom line is this dude gets us to order these rondos, and he's just like raising a steak. He's like, "Well, this isn't it." He's like, and she's like, "I'm sorry." He's like, "Oh, they're not supposed to look like this. They're not supposed to look like this." And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. We can make it up." He's like, "No." He's like, "No. You don't give me these fucked up ass rondos." And he's screaming and throws his shit down and takes his girl, and they just leave the restaurant. And I was like, man, that guy's trashy as fuck. Because these rondos are $4.
Yeah.
Like, listen, get them right, but why are you blowing your fucking top over something that's literally, like, it's just pepperoni and cheese? Like, come on, man. We got other shit going.
You're right.
You're going to blow your lid over this? Get real.
It's, I think quality of life and, like, classism is how much you're willing to just take an L for, How much are you like?
Yeah, no, that's it. That's the golden question.
There's guys like somebody will wreck their Benz and they'll just be like, well, this type of thing happens, and they move on. So they'll take an L on that. Yeah. But some guy,
because they got the
right.
money.
The rondos look right that he walks out with his family of what's the La Rosa's Pizza, dude? He's like, I can't. Yeah. I refuse to take an L on some rondos, dude.
Dude, I've been there, though. I get it. It's weird because I say it's trashy, but I've also, I've been there. You ever been,
trash knows trash,
when you're
baby.
At a point and you just... Yeah, man. I can't tell you. I've been in, a Taco Bell drive-thru, and then you get to the end of it, and then you look in the bag, and then they kind of glare at you for, looking in the bag to check it. I'm like, dude, it's $11.40. Right. This is it for me. This is it for me tonight. Right. You know what I mean? This is what I got. So, I'm going to make sure this is all I got right
I need this.
I'm not going to go home. I need this.
I need this $2 meal deal I need the chicken burrito to be good. And if it's not good, I've taken an L on many of a chicken burrito.
We're back with more of the same thing.
So I was driving back from this weird meeting to sign a lease.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations.
I'm driving on Wilshire. It's business. Still, I's need to be dotted. Little T's need to be crossed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm doing business. So I'm not doing my business today. It's a Saturday. I'm driving around Los Angeles. It's weird. The country's in turmoil. Do you wear a mask? Do you not wear a mask? I'm driving. It's just like a normal day. And I'm like, I see this crazy, green, old, jalopy-ass looking car in front of me. I'm like, what the hell is that? I get closer. I'm like, oh, that's a Bentley. I'm like, oh, this is a straight-up, green Bentley. This is a weird-ass car. And I pull up, and I just see white hair flopping in the wind. And I get close enough, I'm like, oh, dude, that's fucking Jay Leno. Jay Leno's out there driving this green-ass jalopy car right next to me on Wilshire. We're both heading to the 405, leaving kind of Santa Monica area. And I was genuinely starstruck. As, many, I feel, any person would be, especially
Yeah.
someone in the comedy world. I'm like, that's fucking Jay Leno, you know. Mo's in the seat next to me. I'm like, yo, dude, take a picture of Jay Leno. I'm like, dude, take a picture of him. Because my first thought was like, I'm going to send this to my dad, and I'm going to make his fucking day.
My dad fucks with Leno, too. Yeah, go on. Yeah.
So does mine. I was like, I'm going to make my fucking dad's day. I'm going to text him this fucking picture of Jay Leno driving this cool-ass green jalopy car. So he, we're going through traffic. This shit gets a little fucked up. We pull up right next to him. Mo takes a pic. He doesn't even see us because he's Jay Leno, and he's just going. And I shouted something out because the window was down, and I just felt that I had to. And like in the split second of my brain, it went so many places. It could be, first thing was like, oh, do I go comedy nerd? Like, oh, Jay,
sure,
big fan.
Yeah, cool.
You could go that route. You can go B. Hey, Jay, what'd you pay for that with your Conan money?
Yeah, you could be a little joke, a little fun.
Like
Jay's down for a joke, dude. Yeah.
I could be a little bitch about it. I could be.
I fuck with Leno,
like
dude.
Not, I feel like he would punch me, and then
I like
do
him,
fuck with. I fuck with Leno. Listen, people who want to act like Jay Leno is not.
Yeah.
King or a funny or king. Like, get real with yourself. Did he do some bad business? Yeah, but come on,
he's funny.
Be real. But we pull up next to him, and it's just a classic story of just, shooting for the stars, and it doesn't quite land. We're driving past, in that split second, the window's down, Jay Leno's there, driving his cool-ass jalopy car, gray wind flowing in the hair. And I'm like, literally the only thing I can get out, I was like, love it! And then I just passed. Like, I don't know why I said that. I was just like, love it! And I just passed him. And I don't think he heard me. I hope he didn't hear me, because that's lame as shit. But I just don't know what happened in my brain. And I realize now, I was like, at the very least, I knew, he wasn't telling that story to anybody that day. Just a guy being like, love it. Like, what, that he's rich with a friend? Just some guy?
Yeah, because for you, you're yelling. It's a dumb thing to yell anyway, but for you, you're yelling. It was a stupid, love it because you're saying I love that I just saw Jay Leno driving a Bentley truck, hopping out the Phantom. But for him, he's just like, love what? I'm just doing what I do every goddamn day.
He didn't. Yeah, he's literally just existing, and I guess I was stoked that he was existing near me. If we're being honest,
the thrill of celebrity. Yeah,
that's all any celebrity
encounter. It's the thrill of celebrity is the fact that you're just like, oh, that guy, I wasn't sure was for real, and then the timelines meeting up where you cross paths. It's I don't know why it's a surreal human experience, but it's like so fucking exciting to see a celebrity.
It is, man. It's like weird. It's, what it is? It's this like, I feel like when you see a celebrity, you all of a sudden get real hypersensitive and aware of just their space. Like the space that you inhabit. And I remember one time I went to the Comedy Store and I walked behind the room and I see Seinfeld. I just see Seinfeld standing there. And I'm like, oh my God. Like I stood in that hallway. That was my first thought. I was like, oh, I've been in that hallway. Like, and that's such a stupid thought.
Yeah.
But I remember that was the very first clear thing. I was like, oh, dude, I've been in that hall. Like, I'm allowed to go in that hallway, too. That's cool.
Right.
Like,
isn't that weird?
I won't get shot by a security guard if I go in that hallway. Like, we're, in that sense, we're the same.
No, you're right.
That's the kind of weird bargaining you start doing with yourself.
It is. No, I completely understand. You're like, for a minute, you're like, I'm doing what he did, and therefore I am him. You're like, wait, no.
It can't. It doesn't have to be like this.
Yeah. Well, for me, it kind of.
It's so menial, though.
No,
It's so menial. Like, I was driving to last weekend. I was driving to the. I don't remember where I was driving. I was going through Bel Air, basically. I'm going through Bel Air, and I just see at a car, and I was like, oh, that's Julia Stiles. And you ever, like, see someone, and you're like, that's so
that you know it's for real?
That you know, in your gut, you're like, that was it. I'm 100% right. That was Julia Stiles. And then I realized, I was like, dude, what is... I can't. It's lame to tell.
It's so lame.
Anyone that,
dude. We've talked about this. It's,
you know,
to
it's
like
so
say you
lame.
met, and I've had name dropping.
But it's just,
name dropping is like the most like name dropping is the ultimate. Like, I'm insecure as a person. I have nothing to offer, so I need you to know that I was around someone that did have something to offer. It's like, yo, dude, if that's like if you're trying to gain respect from me by name dropping, it's like, that is the saddest move you could possibly do. Oh yeah, because I've had some recent name. I mean, it's so crazy though, man. I think everyone has an inclination to be like, and are you ever impressed when someone's like, oh, I met, Dwayne Wade at a barbecue, and then he picked up my napkin.
I never am, because you can. Yeah, because anytime you hear that story, you can tell. It's like you hear it and you're like, oh, dude, you're not Dwayne Wade's friend. Like, everyone in this room knows you're not friends with him. So like, what is this? Well, you brought this up to just like fill an awkward silence. That's what it's weird about going home sometimes. I talk to like my parents, and you know how it is. They'll just be like, oh, did you see any celebrities or something? I'm like, dude, I just saw Julia Stiles. That's not worth bragging about. She doesn't care. I don't really. I guess I care a little bit. I mean, I brought it up, but like it's not even a worthy story. By the way, Citizen app just now. Ready for this? Citizen app. People fighting at Waring Avenue in Fairfax. So the fire people got pissed at the fireworks show, clearly.
Yeah, that's not even news.
No.
Yeah. No, I know.
Look, here it is. Gunshot. Oh, is this a gunshot? Look at all these comments. Is that a gunshot?
It's never a gunshot.
You know a gunshot. Dude, you know a gunshot. When you hear one, you're like, that's a gun.
Gunshots?
That's a gun.
Because gunshots ring. Go. They ring out for a while. If it's fireworks, it's just like a cannon. It's kind of bassy. It's just kind of a big boom. Yeah.
Bassy. It's not like a gunshot's like a crack. Right. It's like a crack that just like rings and it just keeps going. Like,
yeah, someone is bleeding out right now,
Someone's bleeding. I'm just sitting here watching $1 Million Listing.
That's actually an interesting phenomenon. I kind of talked about this with you. It's the whole caring about like what's in front of you. Do you mind if we go down this route? All right.
Yeah.
All right. So it's that interesting. I told you. So this is my parable that I tell people, because it's the same thing with Black Lives Matter and in coronavirus, and it's the same sort of like people that want to go out and wear masks, people that don't want to march, people that want this, people that don't want the looting. It's people that aren't willing to see beyond themselves. They're like, I personally, because it's hard, it's difficult to see beyond your own experience, So if you're a white person, you're like, this Black Lives Matter stuff is inconvenient, if you choose to not, and or same thing with the coronavirus. You're like, wearing this fucking mask is inconvenient, So the parable I always say is, my mom, I was playing hide and seek at a Sam's Club with my brother. So my mom lost me. Like, I was kidnapped for all she knew, all right? Because my brother just like didn't articulate that we were playing hide and seek. So my mom's looking for me. I'm behind some tires. But the whole store, about like a good portion of the store, is looking for me, But there are people that are just like shopping, like looking at books, trying some samples and stuff. And my mom just like couldn't believe that she is at the like most traumatic and most important moment of her life, and people aren't there to help her. They're just like, I'm trying to buy shrimp, and I don't give a fuck about your son. So what you're saying is your mom doesn't like $1 Million Listing. I'm saying my mom, if she were to hear a gunshot while she's watching $1 Million Listing, I think she would remember. She would remember that at one point in time, her son was lost in a Sam's Club, and then she'd get off her ass and try to put pressure on a wound. Yeah. No, that's the thing. I would like to think that I'm that person. If I hear a gunshot, the first thing I think is, oh no, is everyone okay? And not,
oh shit, they're trying to list that Malibu ranch 20 million high. Like that's going to be on the market for 6 years, you know? Like I wish I can't, I got to be honest, you know? Sometimes I'm not that guy. Sometimes I hear it and I'm like, oh, I don't know.
But that's like
that is.
Yeah.
But I do know that this is a Topanga Canyon, you know, multi-level, and it's fucking fantastic. So
that's like, but that's I feel like
that's my real barometer of, I guess, who I am at the core.
That's
you know?
that's like the crux of life is to get off your ass when you're doing something that's like fully watching $1 Million Listing. I'm gonna say it's a full-on thing that's like not. It is objectively not important.
Yeah, no, it's background noise for buying things on Postmates.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
So if you do hear a gunshot and you hear it ring out, dude, get off your ass and you know that $1 Million Listing's not going anywhere, man.
Shit's here.
Yeah.
You want to read the comments from this? You want to read the comments real quick from this gunshots heard. Look at this bullshit. Anyone got a video of the fireworks? This guy commented at 2:04 a.m. This guy commented on Citizen, heard it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like he just had to. He was like, I heard it.
Yeah. Well, it's not. It's I feel like whenever mine goes off, it's just like it's someone saying, "Is everyone okay?" And then just racism, dude.
It's like, hey, I saw smoke at this building, and then some guys like, I think it's Antifa. Look at this. We got an Antifa comment right here. Look at this guy. In regards to fireworks, probably Antifa. They were lighting fireworks off through the protests. I was there for the one of the first.
Oh, dude, okay.
Happened. Bro, okay.
I actually...
Antifa has entered the public realm so fiercely and quickly. Like, they kind of been bubbling around. Antifa's been bubbling around for probably 5 years now. Since, you know, probably
Occupy.
It's kind of like an offshoot of Occupy. You know what I mean? And now all of a sudden you just see like Tucker Carlson on Fox News. He's like, Antifa is going to raid the White House. They're going to raid and take over the overall. And you're like, whoa, dude. Most people who work at Antifa, you know, they're over at Golden Corral, you know, behind the line too. Like, let's chill, okay? We're not an organized faction.
Yeah, they're the. You know what? Okay, you know who kind of took over Antifa for a little bit? Antifa's back now, but you know who kind of usurped their status as a low-key terrorist organization? You want to take a guess?
Who's that?
Incels. Dude, the incels.
Yeah, I mean,
if you don't know who the incel community is, it stands for involuntary celibates, but it's like basically no pussy getting dudes is what it is. Who like hang out on the internet and talk about like why women won't fuck them or something. They're like a legit.
Talk about why the Boondock Saints is the greatest.
Yeah, and why they should perform a terror act, dude. Like. That is such a weird. Yeah. That's like there's part of me that's like we need to proselytize, like having like healthy relationships with women to incels, dude. Like,
yo, I know. Yeah, they're
you think so?
Causes. Like an incel is like they're the only group of people who would turn like a Fight Club quote into like a reason to start a race war. You know what I mean? Like that. You know that there's a chemical imbalance when you're willing to make that.
Yeah, no, it is it's crazy. But I mean, I think it's interesting that like sexual frustration can amount to a point where it becomes a reason that you commit hate crimes. You know. Organized hate crimes, dude.
I mean, yeah. No, that's what it's just. It's like a I mean, that's what it is, dude. You can't. We created a world full of Anthony Juniors from The Soprano. Like that's
I don't know. I haven't seen The
Sopranos. That's what you're talking about there.
Okay, all right.
We're not gonna go down that road. Okay, I'm rewatching it. The bottom line is he's a little piece of shit. He's a little spoiled little boy who has no idea how to interact with the world, and that in turn just creates anger and frustration, which then boils over and causes, you know, mayhem.
Yeah.
But it's at the core, it's just a little awkward weirdo. It's just sexually attracted to Laura Croft. And,
Right.
like, no one knows what to do. And the parents are split up. And mom's, at her wit's end, And he's like, I'm going to get a job. I'm going to go work at fucking, the amusement park. And she's like, you need to start paying rent.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck you. It's not a good environment.
Yeah.
It's just not.
No, you're totally right. Oh, we got choppers overhead. Yeah. But
Chop?
I was thinking about that because it kind of goes the other way too with people who never, that sort of environment. I like the little shitheads where I was thinking about this. I have someone in my life that I encounter pretty often that I've noticed. I was trying to figure out why that they were like, I'm at the point where I hate them. Okay. Like it's one of those, like, you hate their face. Like, you see their face and anything that comes out of your mouth and you're like,
but
it's
why?
because you can tell that nobody in their life has ever had to, everyone in their life has had to be nice to them, So it's this interesting thing where whoa, I don't think anyone's ever had like an authentic reaction to you because they know that it will affect them negatively if they're just like, fuck you, bitch, like, or just like says something, it just reacts like you should react. So I was thinking about that. I'm like, oh, the reason they're such a miserable person to be around and don't know how to interact with the world is because every time they interact with the world, everyone's like, whatever. And then they like kiss the ring and just roll over. So I think that's what it is. It's just like, oh, you're so like unself-aware, just like walking through life and everyone just as soon as you're gone, just talk shit about you,
You're just building the case for what we talked about last week, which is the kite kid. A kite kid. This is going to be part of the book.
Okay.
Like, we get a book going. We get like a whole movement going of like how to raise your kid to be like a kite kid, and I can get people on board. It's to just let it. This problem wouldn't happen if you raise a kid and then you make it clear from day one that you were only there to provide food and shelter, and then. What happens to them is a direct result of their behavior, and you can't control it. You just have to let them go with the wind. I think it's a good strategy.
No, it's funny. I don't know. I think I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But yeah, the kite kid to just be like, here you go. It's like feeding a cat, right? It's like, there's your food. Here it is. Yeah, wipe your ass, and then right.
The government can't take
exactly.
The cat away.
I checked the boxes, and
there we go.
I am not. Right. Yeah, I am not.
You're like, oh fuck, what happened? Oh, this guy, he joined the army. What the fuck?
Wait, what do you? Yeah, no, totally. It's I think.
What happened?
Yeah, it's. I don't know. I don't know what it. But I think a lot of.
What do you think that kid would be like? What do you think that kid would be like at age?
Well, I'll tell you what, man. I tell you what, it would be because I've met. All right, so I used to work at a. It was like a latchkey kid type thing. It was like a volunteer thing I did for college, but it was like mandatory volunteering for credit, right? And I'd work with these kids. This was like downtown Fort Wayne, and I'd work with these kids and go in there like once a week, and I hang out with these kids whose parents just like didn't give a fuck. Right? They're just like, whatever, they just didn't pick them up. So whatever kids were left there, for whatever reason, they didn't come pick them up because they were supposed to. I would hang out with them, help them do their homework and stuff. And I noticed these were those kids, man. These were kids, they were latchkey kids that just didn't have anywhere to go, who couldn't go home because they didn't have keys. So I'm meeting these kids, and dude, they split off. They like splinter off in different directions because some kids, I'm talking to an 8-year-old who's talking to me like he's 31 because he just has to fucking cook and he has to do his laundry and live. But then there's some kids that just like,
yeah, dude, but that's not the same thing, bro. That's not what we're talking about. That's like a hardship that like we need to work as a society to fix. What I'm talking about is taking a privileged kid with a ton of money and just as a social experiment to not inherent the negativities of their parents' wealth, just be a complete blank space to be interacted with only by the system built around them of like, They go to this. We're not talking about
I
human
understand.
suffering, dude. That's not the
Okay,
same
I understand
thing,
what you're
dude.
saying then. Okay, you just let him bump into walls. You
I get what
let
you're
him
saying,
bump into
though,
walls
because,
until he
like,
straightens himself out. Okay.
yeah, this is only funny in the sense of like
A privileged
thinking of,
person.
The,
Yeah. Okay.
yes, of course. Man, I used to volunteer. I had to do.
Well, I love how we're both saying
high
we're like,
school,
I used to volunteer. I mean, I had to, but I guess it was volunteering.
Well, dude. Okay, first of all, that's the thing. If you're gonna say it, how many Catholic schools? It's one of those things. You're right. It's volunteering that's required. Let's just call it what it is. I was required
Slavery.
to do it. I did it. I didn't fucking not. I didn't. Exactly. Anyway, so I'm going to go help this kid at like a school, and I would go there like once a week, and I just tutor this kid. You know how it is. It's like 15 of us from a class would go, and I felt weird. I felt unqualified. I was like, I'm not. I was like, why am I? Like, I could be assigned to anything. Like, if you want me to go clean up like a dump, or clean up a creek or something, like that's. But you're asking me to provide like social work for this kid who needs a strong family like presence that I can't give him. So I'm like, and I know there was never a feeling of like being more unprepared, as I would see this dude every week and we'd hang out and we'd just like do math or whatever. And then one week I go, I'm like, hey, what's up, dude? And he's like, oh, my uncle got shot. Dude. And I was like, you want to go shoot hoops, dude? And I'm like, that's what we're gonna do, because I don't know psychology and I can't be of any support here other than let's just go play horse. Play horse.
You don't. I've been there too. Yeah.
I hope that
you're just like, I don't know what to say to you, and I'm afraid whatever I do say might fuck you up forever. Am I supposed to like talk to you about it?
Irreversibly scar you.
Yeah. I'm like, there's like there's like professionals, like healthcare professionals that are to help you deal with this trauma, and I'm not one of them, so here's your lace them up.
I work at Hardee's because I'm 17.
Yeah. So
we're gonna play Pig, and then we're gonna play Around the World, and I'm gonna hope that it takes up the 45 minutes. That's what's going on. He was cool. I felt bad though. We're joking. The point is that you can't, like, community service, it truly has to be, like, if you're going to do that, you gotta, like, give the person an opportunity to think about, like, what inspires them and, like, what they should do, instead of, putting in a scenario where, like, everyone loses and you're just unprepared. And, like, I love hanging out with that kid. It was a fun time, but I was also like, dude, I feel like this kid needs, like, someone who went to school for this to be teaching him the proper ways of math. I didn't even remember that shit, dude. Like, I was a senior.
You were fucked that none of the
you forget how
none of the creeks were, all the creeks were clean, dude. There's like no creeks to clean. You had to like help children deal with the death of their uncle,
I know. God, that sounds shit.
No, it's like funny because I've been in that position too, where you gotta like console someone who you don't know that well.
His uncle lived, by the way.
Really?
This isn't like a super dark. His uncle, he ended up. He lived. Dude. He just got clipped.
Yeah.
No, he got clipped, but he's good. But
well, it's just a fun story, then, dude.
I know that. I think everything's a fun story if you don't provide enough context.
Yeah. I think the lack of context made that story seem more sad than it was. But once you kind of opened up a little bit, that he was just clipped, and then he might be in a wheelchair. Still a funny story.
Dude, that was like the worst. That's the worst thing. This is the worst thing about it. Where from it's Catholic school is like privileged kids going to do community service because they were forced to, and then even though they were forced, using it as an opportunity to bring up in social conversations later as basically a resume of like they're a human being. You know what I mean? Like, I do. There are people I know that I have conversations with them sometimes, and they'll bring up like, I was doing work for this like inner city group. They were building a new library. I'm like, dude, you showed up for 5 days in between shifts at fucking Jamba Juice, bro. Like, dude, are you shitting me? Like, you didn't. That shit only goes so far, man. Like, the people who are actually out there volunteering, like, They're not. They're not going to tell you about it. They're going to hang out and talk about
Yeah.
the Seahawks. I don't know. Like, they're not going to bring that shit up.
Their reward is in heaven, not on earth.
I know you're filling part of your time. You're doing like a Zoom improv show, right?
Yeah. So that's Monday is our show. So I did a Zoom. All right.
How did that go?
Here's the thing. All right. Like at this point, I wanted to hate it. All right, because that's just who I am. It's my personality.
Before you even go into it, can I just say, like, let's just talk logistics here. I gotta imagine when it comes to like online Zoom improv, your group is only as good as like your internet connection. So were there huge delays? Were there just like that has to be the. How do you combat that? Is what I'm saying. How do you combat the delay?
Well, I'll tell you. You don't. You may ask someone to repeat something or something like that. You don't. But I'll tell you. I'll tell you what, man. I wanted to hate it. I was like, I wanted to go in and be like, this is gonna be terrible, and I hope everyone thinks it's terrible, and we just wait it out, right? But I did it, and I was like, fuck. It was like kind of fun, man. It was like
whatever. Dude, fuck the people who are like, oh, you can't do Zoom comedy. It's like, dude, am I doing it? No. But also, if you shit on it,
yeah,
like, come on, get real.
Right.
Or at least they're doing something. I haven't done a set. Like, what room do I have to shit on someone for doing it online? No matter how awkward it probably was.
Right.
You know?
Well, I guess for me, it's like I'm like, I got lots of shit to do anyway. But I was kind of like, I was trying to be like, this is a dumb idea. Like we should, and then I did it, and I'm like, it's
because people don't want to be vulnerable, man. No one wants to ever just admit that they're like excited, like that's gonna be fun. It's like, I guess it'll be okay. I'm guilty of the same thing.
Everyone was like pretty good in good spirits about doing it and like wanting to do it, and I thought they were just kind of like putting on a brave face, and then we did it, and it was like. It was good, and it did make me remember what I do like about improv, like what I do enjoy, and it felt pretty similar. But here's the thing, we have a show, and like nobody's, like I would never watch an improv show, but I think doing the practice was something where you got to, talk about buildings made out of semen for a while in a context where that's okay.
Getting back in the grind, letting it out.
So yeah, dude. I mean, I feel like if you were to go to do a Zoom open mic, I feel like you'd kind of be like, ooh, I kind of miss these Karen jokes, I kind of miss watching a race war break out in the middle of someone's tight, very loose 3 minutes that they write from stage on. You'd be like, this is a weird thing that I fucking hate, but for some reason is comforting me.
I know. It'll be weird to go back and be like, this is what it's like to hear a fat white dude complain about, women not dating him on Tinder. Like, that's, these guys are out here. What's there? And then it's like a week of just listening to people complain about their personal lives. And you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Zoom. Can we go back to Zoom? I liked it better when... There was a 5-second delay. Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited to start fresh, like comedy-wise. I'm excited. I've just been writing,
Right.
I was excited to just completely scrap it because I feel like I couldn't feel like a authentic person doing any kind of jokes I wrote before all this. You know what I mean? I'm not. People want to say like, oh, don't come out and do a bunch of coronavirus jokes. But it's like, dude, fuck that. Like, that's like, do whatever you want. Like, we all had to live through this. Like, it's this weird situation. And then not to mention, like, all of the other things going on right now. You need to tell me, like, oh, we're not going to talk about this? That's the whole goddamn point of this thing. So, like, I kind of, you know what it is? I miss, like, hearing different takes on everything. I took for granted the constant. I would just be able to just see, like, in a given night, 15 to 20 different opinions on something, which might all be insufferable, and it still might all be bad comedy, but you're still just, like, hearing somebody else talk about something instead of just sitting at home in an echo chamber that you build on your fucking phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's what we've all been succumb to. I don't know.
Yeah, no, you're right. I kind of feel that way too. Just the bullshit. Like I kind of just like miss the bullshit of life, to be honest.
Yeah, I miss. Yeah,
That was actually something I did realize. I'm glad we're at the end of the podcast, but there was something about it's weird. Like I need the bullshit of life to distract me from the reality of my life.
Oh, for sure, dude. For sure.
Yeah.
Dude, I would kill to be stuck in traffic. Like,
Right.
I would kill to be, like, having to struggle to find parking. I miss that.
Yeah.
I'll enjoy it for a
yeah.
week. I will enjoy, like, pure, unadulterated Los Angeles for, like, a week. And then I'll go back to verbally assaulting someone who works at a Coffee Bean.
Yeah.
Because my fucking day was going so bad. You know? Like...
Yeah, no, I've thought about that. I'm like, dude, I've thought about, man, it'd be kind of nice to be on a bad date right now. Like, it'd be kind of nice to be...
It'd be refreshing.
Yeah, talking
instead of just having to fill a day of your own things, you know? Like, at least when you go out in the world, you just gotta...
Right.
You gotta do shit that other people want you to do. Like,
yeah, you gotta suffer. You gotta suffer a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
It is, because it's
not
good.
It's like it's so preposterous to even think about, like, from a zoomed out level of just how fragile, like, the mindset of the entire country is. Like, coming off a situation where people are just cooped up inside and, like, losing their jobs and not being able to, like, earn and shit like that, and then all of a sudden being kind of just, like, popped back out there, and everyone's brains just have to, like, rewire, and it's bizarre to see.
Yeah, no, it does feel weird, but it's like, honestly, it was because this thing was so long. I think it's gonna take like 5 months when everything's like really back to normal, and then I'm gonna do
so?
some. Let's pretend it is for this.
Yeah.
For my demonstration, I would say there's gonna come a point 5 months from now where I'm gonna like put up with some bullshit, like, dropping a thing of applesauce at Whole Foods, and I'm gonna be like, oh, this is how I felt. This is how I used to feel. Like, this is how, like,
it's a race to become spoiled again. It's a race to become spoiled again.
Yeah, or just like, you're like, oh, fuck, yeah, now I'm a person living a life. Because, like, right now I don't feel like a person living a life. And I think that's mainly what it is. If you're not dropping like a vat of applesauce at Whole Foods all over the floor, then it's like, are you, if that doesn't happen to you, or the equivalent occasionally, like getting an offender bender or something, it's like,
are you even living a life at that point?
You need suffering milestones, if you will.
Yeah, it should be mostly suffering. The pie should be about 80% suffering, and then 20% moments of unadulterated bliss because you realize that you're not suffering.
That's it.
Walking into a Subway sandwich shop, you're like, oh man, wow, it smells good. I forgot what this smelled like. And you get up there and you're like, what the fuck, man? Like, this bread is burnt. Like, really? Yeah. Come on. Like, this is $8. Like, you gonna fuck me over like this?
You gotta
know what would do best, man.
You want those, because I feel like there's those things in life, like you get being out in the world, there are those thrills. Like, you see a man with a stick hit a kid on a scooter. Like, I haven't seen that in 3 months. And that's a mini joy that I'm never going to experience in here, Yeah.
Dude, one time I saw a rabbit kill a mouse. And it was a wild, man. I'm just sitting there looking at fucking nature. And I'm like, man, look at this weird ass little jackrabbit thing came up out in the middle of nowhere in the desert and ate this little mouse. And I was like, that's fucked up. That's weird.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it's weird to watch a rabbit. Dude, it's weird to watch a rabbit kill something. You don't think about rabbits killing shit, dude.
Yeah.
I might have been stoned. This was in the desert. This was a long time ago.
Yeah, are you sure? Because rabbits are like, they're plant eaters.
Dude. This is a jackrabbit, dude. This is not like a rabbit like in the field. This is a weird ass desert jackrabbit looking thing.
Rabbits is rabbits, dude.
No, dude, it's
Rabbits
not the same.
be eating
It's
cabbage,
not the same,
man.
dude. This was a jackrabbit. They're not fucking the same. Jackrabbits are fucked up, dude.
Really?
Jackrabbits are on steroids. Yeah.
All right.
I'm not into it.
They eat mice?
I don't know. I don't. This one did. I fucking saw it, man. I was standing out there in the desert.
Are you in like
Josh
an
was right.
ayahuasca retreat or some
I wish.
shit? All right.
No, I
yeah.
saw a captured mouse, dude. I swear to God. I just fucking
I
thing
believe
went
you.
over
I
there.
believe you.
Didn't eat it, but it fucking pawed it. And then it ran off.
I saw my cat. Oh man, this was crazy. So my cat, as far as I know, like she had a different life before me, man. Like she was a single mom. She lived out in the wild. Like she's she's been through it. So one time my friend was visiting and I let the cat out sometimes, and there's another cat that hangs out here, and it was playing with a bird. It was kind of batting it around, the other cat outside. And I was like, I didn't think anything of it, but I would let my cat out to play sometimes. I'm like, I'll let it go out with the other cat. Dude, my cat, I've never seen the feral side of my cat. Walks past the other cat, just bites the sparrow's neck. Just instantly kills it, dude, and brings it to me. And I was here with my friend Katie, and we were like, I mean, eventually you figure it out. You're like, I guess I just rip it out of her mouth, you know? But the bird was dead, dude. Yeah, and I was just
executed.
I've never looked, I'm not even kidding, dude. I've never looked at my cat the same, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, it was crazy. Yeah.
It's weird when you see unadulterated nature.
You know? Yeah, I hate it. It's awful. I really don't like it. It's disturbing. You know what I mean?
Cut it there.
All
Let's
right.
cut it there.